Well, hello, my fellow Americans and fellow Christians, and thank you for joining me for another day of the Word of the Lord here in the United States of America. Peace be unto you, and peace be unto the world. The petty quarrel Santorum has involved himself in, of late, is nothing but an attention-getter. It does reveal how shallow Santorum is as an individual and a man with no true education of what drives the American people. The man is obviously not qualified for the highest office in the land. This is a related simple fact by his use of religious rhetoric, which portrays a mind not set on the heart of American politics, but a personal agenda. The pointing of the finger by Santorum is equivalent to the schoolyard fifth grader saying, "Na, na, 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 na." Santorum has made the comment that the separation of church and state makes him want to throw up. This could not be any more of a perfect evidence of Santorum's distaste of what has driven America over the past 200 years. It also establishes his inability to understand the importance of the separation of church and state. It also reveals religion drives this man more than political correctiveness. I am a Christian. I grew up in the late 50s and 60s. The separation of church and state at that time was the ideal of the nation. It was not until the early 70s that televangelism began to emerge and influence most of the Christian population concerning Christian politics. Men like Jerry Falwell, Pat Robertson, and Dobson, to name just a few, began to integrate politics with Christianity. This is the form which has brought not only a grand error to our country, but it is also responsible for our condition. The old sage has said, children are a reflection of their parents. For the past 30 and 40 years, we have watched the Christian right interfere with the politics of this nation. If political Christianity was a value that could change a nation, then we would not be in the troubled times we are facing today. Politics is about statesmen looking towards the welfare of a nation. The House and Senate is not a religious forum. The religious forum is church. Daniel Webster was a statesman who believed in God. Yet if you read his speeches, his politics was about the needs of a nation and about men who made a difference in this country. What generally most political Christians overlook is that there has never been a religious man who has made a difference in our country. It was men who loved America and had godlike qualities that made the difference. They understood the ideal of separation of church and state and lived it. What I and every other American cares about is our paychecks, economy, and our future. The issues of religion or the separation of church and state are not the processes by which America has or can progress. It is politics and politics alone. The squabblers of religion need to go, and we need fresh minds with fresh ideas to ensure the survival of this country. When is the last time you heard someone mention what the United States can accomplish and look like in the next 10 to 50 years? We have the most powerful military on the planet. If we were able to build this dominant military complex without the interference of religion and having the ideal of separation of church and state for the last 200 years or so, then there is no reason why we cannot build a new and great metropolis here in America without the interference of religion and with the continual ideal of separation of church and state. Do not tell me it can't be done. America, this great nation, tells us loud and clear it has and can be done. Separation of church and state is essential to every American and our nation's survival. Men who cannot see this have it all wrong and are gravely mistaken. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.